Same thing, yeah.
Same thing.
Your trial closing for resistance and concerns and fears.
Goes away.
Yeah. Yeah. So, ask a trial close in the beginning to find challenge. Then make the presentation. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be honest with yourself. Few, if any, agents make a proper presentation. Can we agree? Most people talk and don't present. Can we agree? Now, that's because we're the smartest people in the room. Less is more. Questions are better. Getting to the point. Because most people are single issue, two issue people. You only need 2 or 3 of these products for them to go, oh my God, I got to have you. So it's us finding those. When we feature them on people, they usually glaze over, polyphasic think, and then have to give us to think about it. So, after I present, before I look at the house, I've now done the marketing presentation, value prop. You said, oh, I like it, oh, that's cool, this is great. Now I say, now it's time to preview the home. Before we start previewing the home, I will say, or ask one more trial close question. It goes like this. Now that you have seen the marketing plan, outside of price, you haven't looked at the home yet, would you be comfortable listing your home? Now that you've seen the marketing plan, outside of price, we haven't looked at the home yet. So what I'm saying, in a sense, is if the price is right, are we moving forward? Some people like to even ask that. More direct drivers will go. So when we look at the house, if the price is right, are you ready to get started? I say, now that you've seen my marketing plan outside of price, would you be comfortable listing? Now here's the best part of that. 12 minutes ago, I asked a trial close that you just said, no, Dan, we're going to be talking to other people. 12 minutes later, after a professional value proposition presentation, I go, now that you've seen the marketing plan outside of price, would you be comfortable listening with me? I have the same person that gave me a problem 12 minutes ago go, no, Dan, this is great. Let's look at the house. And then I go list the house because I asked the second time, I was able to discover that it went away. Let's say I don't ask the second time. I will go through the rest of the presentation thinking that they're going to interview other people. Is everybody with me? I have to test after the presentation, does it still exist? If I don't, it changes how I present, it changes what I do. If I turn around and say, now that you've seen the market plan, folks, outside price, I haven't looked at the home yet, would you be comfortable listening with me? And they go, yes, Dan, this is great. I forget about all the resistance, I go forward with the close in their mind. You got a question?
What do you do when you get them to try to close and they say, well, we're ready, but we need a couple weeks to get the house cleaned, hate to do
Okay,
everything.
that's a situation that I will give them the time that we'll sign today.
Yes.
Say that one more time.
That's called a situation in my book, that I will give them the time to do it, but I will sign them up today. So the signature on the bottom of the listing agreement will be today. Whatever I have to do, if I have to put it in special clauses, depending on how your board and your state works, in the state of Florida, I can just put the date that it goes to the multiple.
We're not supposed to do that, right? I think we have to.
Right. Don't take the contract.
Wait a minute. Shh. This is where I want you to ask your management. Listen carefully. Hey, shh. Everybody listen to me carefully. This is the question to ask. Is it permissible? Because the document you have has 2 dates. It has the date that you tell me I can begin marketing your property. That's from January 1 to July 7, 2016. That's the listing period, 180 days. The bottom where I put my signature, I have the date the day I signed. You have to ask your company, and maybe you can find this out. Is it permissible by the state of New York and by your board for them to sign an agreement where down here where their signature is, they put June 15, but here it says September 1 to February 28th.
We don't have a front date. We only have an end date.
We only have the signature at the bottom.
Okay,
And
so
the end date.
then the next question you have to ask, is there a special clauses capability for a home in repair?
Yeah.
We're good about Buffalo.
That's crazy, you don't have a start date?
No.
Yes, we do. We have a start date.
Start listing
In the exclusive right to sell.
Not the contract.
No, you have it in the MLS input sheet.
Yeah.
That's not the exclusive right to sell. That just gives on the back page the end date, how many days.
Okay, shh. I don't want this to happen. I want you to ask your management those 2 questions that was trying to stop debate. Ask your management, can you do that? If not, can you do special clauses to accomplish it without being penalized? I've never been in a state that you can't do that.
Right.
So there's a way, is what I'm saying. You have to ask those two questions. Yes?
In the case of a relocation where you know that there's going to be other agents being interviewed, do you always try to be last or first?
First, for relocation. And here's why. First with relocation, and I know you're relo, and I know you have to talk to three.
Right.
I will still close you. I will get to the end and say, may I have your business? You will go, Dan, you can't decide. We have to see three people, and this is why I did it. I look at them and I say, I know that you have to talk to the other two, but you also had to see my ability to ask for your commitment, because the agent you list with better be able to ask the buyer for a commitment. And I leave them. Now the next two come. Guys, the next two come, and they do the, okay, well, let us know, I know. And that seller sits there and goes, they never asked. Can they ask? Do they have the ability to ask? And what I do is I create, everything I do is technique driven. I create the environment in the seller where they go, if I have to choose somebody, I want the best, and the best was that guy that came in first. If I go last, they can fall in love with somebody. And then they don't listen to me.
But there are firms that will not let you ask for business on your home.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can?
I've worked with them all.
Okay.
Every reload company I've worked with, because I'm asking for the business as a technique to demonstrate my ability, and I turn around and say, I know that you can't make that decision, but I wanted you to hear me be able to ask you. And then I move away. I've worked with them, I won't say them, I've worked with them all, I've argued with most of them also, because they tried to stop you from being a salesperson. And guys, the reason that relocation companies have all these rules are because most real estate agents are bad at their job. So they create rules to protect their reload client, because a lot of agents have said things and done things that are just, would make your, you've heard them, I don't have to tell you. So they create, for the worst case scenario, rules that then handcuff the best agents in the world. Okay, now, since we're way off track. Second type of close. On the bottom, final close. A final close or technique. This is what we use because we're asking for commitment. We're asking for commitment. Please ask these on purpose. Know that you're about to close, and understand, because it is a final closed question and I'm looking for commitment, it has to be closed-ended. It has to be a yes/no. Now the warning here is this. You can ask closed-ended questions that are not final closed questions. Example. I'm really confident we can sell your home. Is there anything else stopping you from getting started today? That's closed-ended. Is everybody with me? But it's not a final closed question, because I just asked the customer to come up with a what? A reason to not list. Your final closed questions have to be yes, no, commitment, not yes, no, problem, not yes, no, maybes. So what I want to do right now is test you, and I want everyone to write down below there, where we do examples, what is a final closed question for a seller? Write it down, and then